All right, it's yet another brand new weekend. And guess what? The Weekends podcast is back again with another video. Well, today I'm super excited because we are coming your way with an educative conversation. It's going to be an all-men affair and all-men association, and so make sure you're binge watching. I have different races on the show today. I'm sure you'll be excited to meet my guests. I am super excited. Now, our topic up for today is breaking the silence. Why is it hard for men to talk about their emotions? I'm sure this is a topic you've come across countless times. Well, we as young men are going to dissect this issue as much as we can and share anecdotes of our experiences when it comes to this topic. And so, like I said, you don't want to miss this episode. It's going to be exciting. And if you haven't liked or subscribed, please make sure you're doing that right about now. The channel to follow is Sacred Films Multimedia. Look for the Weekend podcast, like all our videos. Make sure you leave comments, and also you can share topics you'd want us to discuss on the podcast as well. We'll definitely consider every single bit of it. My name is Kobe Brown, and as usual, we are shooting live at Olisto Bakery. Make sure you're passing by for all your meals and drinks. When we come back, we'll meet our guests. Okay, so we are back. Now, time to meet my guests. Now, sitting right next to me is Jimmy. Do you want to introduce yourself? I should do it. I should do the honest. Okay, so Jimmy is a musician and a student with University of Ghana, Legon, right?
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
I'm a petroleum geoscience student.
Okay, and a ladies' man as well.
Oh,
come on. And Tommy Felix. Tommy is also a regular visitor of our country. He's a German, but he's usually here. You know, he enjoys Ghana so much, even more than us.
Yes, please.
What excites you about Ghana?
I think people are just very friendly and open. It was very easy to meet people and to find friends here.
Great. We'll meet Kinsley. I'll come back to what music you've tried so far in Ghana. Is that fine?
That's
good.
fine.
So think about it. Kinsley is the CEO of Fosty's Pub. What's good, bro?
That's where you get the best fufu, you know.
I know, right? Charlie, you guys should hang by Fosty's Pub for all your finest fufu. Where can we find it, though?
It's a Malam, just opposite the exit of the station.
Okay. Nice. You guys can tell how it looks, right? The fufu is working. Great. So back to business. You know what we are discussing today, right? Breaking the silence. Why it's hard for men to sort of speak up when it comes to their emotions. Now, I would want to understand where this is starting from, or the root of this, right?
Yeah.
If this is an issue, which we all agree it is,
Right.
how did it start?
Right.
Who would want to go first?
So,
in your opinion,
I
okay.
think so I think mainly in Africa here,
Right.
women are supposed to be indoors, and then men are supposed to do the hard things. You get it? So it's mostly believed that men are for hard stuff, like men can control their emotions and stuff. But then men are human beings. You get it? Men get sad, they get happy, they get like they do the same as what women also go through. You get it? So I don't think there's any difference between a man and a woman. We are always just like the same. You get it? Just that the mentality has been drawn to, like, men are supposed to be hard. You know, men are supposed to kill. You get it? That kind of way.
Okay.
But then I think it goes all around. We are all human beings.
Right.
So,
So I was coming to that. Whether it cuts across like worldwide or it is just limited to us in Africa. Are the feelings or emotions of men suppressed in the European side as well?
I don't know if I would say that it's that the emotions are suppressed, but I would also agree with you that there's this traditional view of the strong and hard man,
Okay.
Yeah.
and the emotional and soft woman
That's true.
stereotype, which we should definitely overcome very soon, right?
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Yeah. Well, I guess most men are raised like that as well, and then we aren't well educated when it comes to expressing our feelings and then our emotions, and then you are being forced to conform to portraying this stoic image, being in control of your emotions. That makes you a man. So I think
very
basically
disturbing. Right. So I also understand that like I said earlier, I feel like it has sort of been a part of us from back then, like from the days of our forefathers and stuff, where men are, like you said, men are supposed to sort of be the head of the family, be the, even when it's Christmas and it's time to slaughter animals, it's the men that are allowed to do that. And sometimes too, the aspect of who you are afraid of amongst your parents, between your mom and your dad, you're usually scared of daddy because daddy comes off as the stricter, so I feel like it has been a part of us since. But is it in the long term, is it a good thing?
I don't really think it's a good thing because some girls say you only get to know a man when he's heartbroken. You get it. That's why you see all his emotions. Like whether he's more dramatic or he's more hard or something. But I don't really think it's that important that we can keep on with that thing. You get it.
Right. Where's the story coming from? Sorry.
Yes.
I mean, like it's something you'll be seeing in like on a normal day.
Yes.
Get heartbroken right now.
Yes.
Then that's where people will know that Tom is like you get
right.
Yes.
It's more calm. It's more like. But then without heartbroken, most of the how you can see a real man is when his love life is ended or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Really.
That's where you see a man
being emotional
crying,
and all.
getting
I
emotional.
see. Really?
Yeah.
Because I can't relate.
You have to go
not.
through it before you can really
Okay.
get it. Maybe when
Okay.
you get a girl who can break your heart.
Okay.
And then you stab yourself to death. That's
I see.
You can
I
maybe even take our braids off.
Right. I hope I don't get there actually. So Tommy, what do you think is the importance of showing our emotion as men?
So I think you had a really good case here,
Right.
right? Because you talked about a situation where something very serious happened, an extreme case, until a man breaks down to show his emotions. Yeah, it seems like you're describing a man that he has a shelf or like a shelter.
So it's like a man is like a shell,
Right.
Exactly.
until something
Happens,
attacks it.
yeah,
That's when
then-
it breaks, and then you know what's inside.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think this is the main reason why it's so difficult to show emotions, because
Right.
they are always behind the shell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just saying maybe me too,
Yeah.
right? I'm
Yeah.
included.
Yeah. So do you think if we are saying that, I mean, so there is a shelf, right? And we ourselves are putting ourselves in that shelf. Are we a contributing factor to us not being able to express our emotions?
Yeah.
Maybe, yes.
Yeah, we are a contributing factor because I think most of our peers also, because I have friends as well who'd be like, bro, don't talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Stuff like what?
A man doesn't have to talk about this.
Like
but I
what?
mean, we are all human beings.
Like what?
I mean, maybe you're hurt about something, you feel like talking about it with someone, a close friend or somebody, like, Charlie, bro, suck it up.
You're a man.
You don't have to talk about it.
Yeah.
You're a man. You're a man. You're a man.
Yeah.
Be a man.
Yeah.
Be a
Those
man.
kind of
Like that
statements.
kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't think it helps. It only burdens you, and then to the extent that it gets to a point, if you don't take time, those emotions explode, and then it leads to extreme cases of anger.
Right.
Right.
A lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
it's also an emotion, right?
Yeah.
When we talk about anger, this is like a very extreme emotion.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is when it breaks out. So
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. What are some of the extreme cases that can lead to, men breaking down when it comes to emotions? Like you mentioned heartbreak. What else can break a man down? Or personally?
I would definitely say a death case of a beloved person,
relative, right.
of a very close person.
Yeah. Well, I feel like depression also
Right.
also is a point. Most men are depressed. A lot of things aren't going for them as they think it should. Okay, maybe they've projected that I should be here in the next 5 years or in the next 6 years,
And
but
it's
then
not working.
it's not working out. So there's no one they can actually talk about this kind of stuff with. So
Right.
they suck it up, they bottle it up in, and then they just
them
keep
up.
moving,
Yeah.
and then it keeps eating them up. And then I don't think it's a good
I feel
thing.
you. Now, the fear of vulnerability, right? Again, are we our own devils? Because if we say men are scared of being vulnerable, who are we scared of showing our vulnerability to? Is it to our fellow male friends? Is it to our women? Is it to our parents? What exactly is the reason for men, hating to want to look vulnerable?
Can
well,
I come in?
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel it's our fellow men. Get it? I can't come running to you and crying and tell you.
So we are our own devils.
We are our own devils. Because you tell a man something, be like, be a man, this is something a girl should do.
Yeah.
But then we all have the same emotions, the same, we all go through the same pain, the same emotion and everything. So if a man is hurt, that's why I would say over 99% of Ghanaian men are depressed. They can't talk about
how they feel.
They can't talk about like what they feel and how they feel, get it. So they are mostly shut down in their mind, like, I'm a man, I have to face this, you get it. But sometimes too, when you get somebody who can talk to, you get it. Maybe whatever you are thinking of can be minimized to like maybe a 10% or 20%.
Right.
If it's from 50, you get
maybe
it.
you may find a way out of it.
Right.
But then you're a man, and then you are just walking around and you are not even yourself. You get it. You are thinking out the box.
Right.
You get it. So I think men are like, you get it. Men are just like women. We are just like children. We've all been there before. So
Yeah.
Tell me.
I think man, as well as any other person of the society, is the subject of the society we live in, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't agree that men are the devil of each other. I would say the society as we live it every day and as we reproduce it every day is the devil of this specific case.
Who forms the majority of the society in terms of
gender?
Yeah.
Gender.
Yes, in terms of gender.
Women.
Men.
Yeah.
I think it's more or less 50.
Women are more, but then the men are in control. So
the men are in control.
It's a man's world, they say.
Right.
That's actually
But women, I hear a lot of women also say, I like it when my man communicates how he feels. I like it when he tells me stuff and all of that.
Yeah.
Are they still a contributing factor to, men feeling vulnerable or men not, wanting to show their vulnerability?
Well, most women say that they want their men to communicate about their feelings, tell them what is going on in their lives and all. But I feel like it's just a say that it's just a thing that they normally say, because most men, when they open up about their feelings, when they try to communicate, it comes off as they are being manipulative and then they are seeking attention.
Right.
I don't know if you understand me. Yeah, so I feel like we should watch those areas too as well. So it's not just about saying, open up to me, baby, tell me about what you're going through, blah, blah, blah. But when he opens up, he's manipulative, he's controlling, he's overprotective of something.
Because you also have to learn it, right?
Yeah.
It's not just that someone says, okay, open up now, and then it's very easy. I can just open up and show you all my feelings.
Yes,
I break the shell myself, right?
Definitely.
I also have to learn it. Okay, how can I tell you? Okay, I'm sad, maybe.
Exactly.
I feel jealous. Maybe jealousy is also an important feeling.
Right.
So yeah, it's also a learning process for both sides.
Yeah.
Right?
Is there a scenario? I'll come to everyone. Take their turns in answering this question. Is there a scenario where you've had to suppress your emotions, just so you don't look vulnerable in front of whatever situation you were in? Like a real life encounter.
Of course. I would say some few months back.
Okay.
This is from a personal experience I'm sharing with you guys. I found myself in a relationship.
Okay.
I was so much invested in this girl. I liked her so much. And then I got so comfortable around her. So I started opening up, talking about my feelings. Okay, I'm not comfortable with this. I'm comfortable with this. Like likes and dislikes and all that. But then it got to a point, I felt like me talking about my feelings was making me look more feminine in her eyes, because it's like other guys don't talk about this stuff. So
like,
why do you have to
give us a bit of details? Like, what are some of the things that you try, having conversations with her about, and then makes you are nagging?
Well, I mean, I don't want to go into it too much. It's kind of personal. Yeah, but I mean, it was basically about likes and dislikes.
Okay.
Things I'm not comfortable with.
Right.
Okay, babe, I don't think you should do this. I don't think you should do that. I don't think it speaks well of us.
Okay.
So I think we should do this way and that way. I feel more comfortable if this. I'm not controlling you.
Right.
I'm just saying that if we should do things this way, I would be more
Better.
comfortable. But then it comes off as you're being manipulative or you're being controlling, or you're just trying to express yourself and how you feel about something.
Right.
Yeah. So I think basically, and I think that's what prevents most men from being vulnerable about how they feel. Because if I talk about my feelings and you're just going to throw it up in my face anyway, why should I bother talking about it anyway?
Right.
I agree.
Yeah.
And did you find a solution for your case?
No, we broke up.
Oh,
I mean,
So you stepped out of the relationship.
Yeah, I
because
did.
of that.
I had
right?
to.
Sorry.
How did it affect you?
well, I mean, before the relationship, I was a very progressive person. Like, I like to work a lot.
Okay.
But experiencing heartbreak for the first time, like going through all that, I mean, it took a lot. I saw myself become unresponsive, held back from society. I like to be indoors. I don't want to go out. Like, friends call me, Jimmy, where are you? Can we hang out? Like, I'm just, nah, bro, I'm chill.
Right.
Like that kind of stuff. So I feel like these kind of things affect us a lot.
But you didn't tell your friends what was going on with you.
I did actually.
Okay.
I did tell them what was going on. I mean, guys are going to have their opinions. Bro, suck it up. Bro, suck it up.
That's
Don't
what
talk
you're
about it.
usually getting.
Okay, if you are talking about it and it's generating more problems, then bro, don't talk about it again. Just JI. I mean, there's this kind of saying that we have here.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
JI.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Why you needed a solution. I
You
feel
get it.
you.
Mm.
I feel you.
get it.
Tommy, have you had any experience?
Thank you for sharing. First
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, just before I left to come back to Ghana,
Okay.
my life partner and we had a very difficult situation. We are very good friends, and we even live together, and we noticed that something is going wrong.
Okay.
So she started to fight with me. I started to fight with her about minor things like cleaning up the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
So both of us, we could tell something is wrong here, but
Right.
no one actually opened up to the
Right.
other person.
Mm.
So it got so bad that in a party context, when we drank some alcohol, it simply exploded. Like, it simply bursted out of me.
Yeah.
And then we started a process of examining the actual problem of what happened in that night. And in the end, I found for myself that it was about appreciation in this friendship context.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and I think to feel not appreciated enough can hurt you
Yeah.
deep down,
Right.
but you can cover it very easily.
Yeah.
And you can cover it even for a long time.
Okay. That's
But-
right.
Yeah.
Right.
And however, when you talk about it, you can find your way through,
Right.
and the other person also gets the possibility to react, right? Sometimes it's a simple thank you, which can make up the whole situation, or solve the whole situation. So yeah, this was
So you had a listener to your problems.
exactly.
Yeah.
This is the problem. Yeah,
That's
solution.
like
Sorry.
Great.
problem
Yeah.
in my country, Ghana. Here, you won't have a listener. You get it.
Yeah.
Because your fellow men will encourage you to be a man. You get it.
Yeah, they'll be like,
Tough,
it's
you get it.
no third
You know,
parties
As
and
yeah.
stuff.
you get it. But your country, you guys value emotions. You get it. In Ghana,
Exactly.
here, nobody cares
No, we're
about
getting
how
there.
you feel. You get
For a
it.
long time, we didn't value emotions. It's now a process with social media and mental health, which is more present in everyday's life. But don't you guys have like female friends?
We
have
do.
female friends.
Yeah.
We do.
But then you connecting with your female friend will have another problem to yourself. You get it.
Yeah.
Because females, like as men always say, females will talk.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you'll be shocked hearing another girl talking about like a
The
text.
issue you
Get it.
Right.
you know,
So that's
confided
it. So
in her.
That's
it's
true.
better you keep quiet than to.
Yeah. I'm
Really?
finding
Yeah,
out your
yeah.
issue somewhere else.
Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, but I'm talking like about a best friend, a person you can trust unconditionally.
Bestie. You can have a bestie in Ghana here, but then I don't know. I've never had a bestie before.
Okay.
But then most of the besties I hear about is what are related to other stuff. You get it?
Like what?
Question.
Related to other stuff.
Like what?
Because I'm not seeing any bestie like, you know, helping a man out like his best friend, like a man out. Something, because it's always the other way around. You get it?
Like what the man ends up carrying our boyfriend duties.
Yeah, you get it. So,
in a friendship.
In a friendship. And you ask her is besties. So every bestie has their own.
Well, but I mean, I had a best friend who was a female whilst I was in a relationship.
Okay.
But the thing was, we were best friends way before I even met my girlfriend.
Exactly.
By then.
Right.
So my girlfriend got insecure about my best friend.
Usually, yeah.
And I explained to her that, okay, my best friend and I have been friends for years now.
Yes.
If something would have happened between us,
It would have.
it would have. But there's nothing going to happen between us. I need you to understand that we are just friends.
Yeah.
But I mean, so it got to a point I had to cut my best friend off.
You did that.
Just for the relationship. But I don't think it's only about talking about our emotions alone, but I think our mindsets also need to change.
Right.
Because the people you are talking to also must be ready to accept whatever you're saying and then help you out.
Does maturity play a very vital role in this whole situation?
Definitely.
It does. It does.
Self-reflection too, yes.
Yeah. Because I think for men, it would take a lot of courage and then let's just say courage for them to be able to talk about what they are feeling. So for a man to be able to open up about some of the things he's going through, I think, and he doesn't have to be that way. Yeah, it doesn't have to.
It doesn't have to get there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know for others, but I'm very vocal about how I feel. Honestly, like if something bothers me, I'm going to tell you straightforward.
Maybe your life, maybe you grew up with, having friends around.
No, actually not. I feel like Jimmy said, I feel like it has to do with it has to do more with your mindset, right?
Okay. Yeah.
You need to be able to let certain things go. You can't just consume everything. If something is hurting you and it will take you speaking up to deal with it, do it. Do you understand?
If I would do that, unless I'm drunk.
To speak up. So then it also boils down to trust issues.
Yeah.
You get to have trust issues is very, very.
But I feel like if you should talk about what you're going through with somebody and the person should stand on that and then leave you or be absent because of you expressing whatever
how you feel.
And I don't think that person was even right to deserve you in the first place, because everybody has the right to express themselves. Well, I'm not comfortable with this, I'm comfortable with this, and if that should be a problem, then
you walk away.
You don't really lose someone, right? If you share your emotions and this person decides to leave, so what do you lose actually, right?
Actually, let's say maybe you're well invested in this person, and I think we all have fantasies in our head. So maybe you feel like, okay, me opening up, maybe she will understand or he will understand, but then it backfires,
right?
And then the person has to walk out on you because of you expressing yourself. I mean, then I don't think that kind of bonding or relationship was worth it in the first place.
Right.
Yeah. So I think men shouldn't be scared of talking about their feelings because of people walking out on them, or the side effects.
Yeah, fear of prejudice. I mean, example, like I also have a similar thing to share. One thing happened when I got an accident, right? And I went to the hospital. I mean, in the heat of the moment, they were going to stitch my scar, like with my eyes, me watching them stitch me and all of that. And I was, of course, reacting to the pains, and the nurse is telling me that, oh, you're a man, why are you crying? I look, I'm like, what? How? It is pains.
Yesterday, I got a tattoo, you get it, and then...
Where?
Congratulations.
So it's like my fourth tattoo, and then anytime I go get a tattoo, there's a female there.
Okay.
Like, she's sitting down, she's like there's nothing happening. You get it? But then I'm the male.
Yeah.
Like I get problems with them every time because I'm like, wait, let me give me a break. Like, but then the lady will sit down and then have a whole body tattoo and then without saying ouch, like, get it. Anytime I complain, they'll be like, be a man, look how you're feeling.
So you get it.
Wow. It happens almost like in our daily life. You get it. It happens every day. You get it. So yeah.
Now, is it getting better or any worse in terms of how men are supposed to express their emotions from time back through to now? If you check how things are running and going, do you think it's getting worse or it's getting better?
I think it's not. Well, sorry. I think it's not getting better. I think it's not getting worse because the current situation in the world right now is like everybody's focusing on themselves. You get it? It's like everybody has been heartbroken and then they are moving on. So people are trying to work on themselves and they know how to like get over their emotions and stuff. So I think it's not worse or it's not getting better. It's just in the middle.
Okay.
But I actually see a huge potential there in social media because, like, as I said, like this self-awareness, self-consciousness, mental health is getting more and more important. And nowadays everyone has a phone and we are connected to each other and we share our thoughts. So I think it's actually getting a bit better too.
Well, I also think it's actually getting better because us sitting here is also an example.
Exactly. The fact that we're able to talk about it.
I think because those times, like way back, I don't think they had all this stuff or this platform for men to be able to come and then talk about their feelings or talk about how to help men in their mental health. So it won't just happen overnight. I think it will take a gradual process.
Definitely.
Okay. So what are some of the things, aside discussions like this, like creating awareness, what are some of the things that we can suggest, to sort of help men or help us, get better at speaking up more when it comes to our emotions, expressing our feelings more?
Can I go? Yeah. So I feel like most men want to be feared, and they mistake fear with respect.
Right.
Yeah. So when I talk about this, they know my moves. They know what I'm about. They know this. They know this, that. So the person wouldn't have that kind of fear for me. They feel like they are vulnerable in that situation. But I feel like it doesn't actually make sense. Because if somebody would actually respect you, the person would respect you. If the person wouldn't respect you, the person wouldn't respect you. You talking about your feelings or not doesn't change that fact. So we should drop the act. Let's leave out the perception of fear. What is it you are so afraid of? Talk about what you're feeling. Express yourself. If somebody is going to respect you, if somebody actually loves you for who you are, they would actually respect you for talking about how you feel and then expressing yourself. But you bottling it up and then wanting to be feared because you don't want to be predictable or something, I don't think it helps. So I think men should let go of the fear. I want to be feared whole thing, and then talk about their feelings. Whoever wants to respect you would respect you. Yeah.
Right. And I think it's actually a very brave step to go out of the shell, come back to the shell, right, and to talk about what you're actually afraid of. And if you're afraid about talking your emotion, it's actually very you will get a lot of respect to talk about it, right, and to actually do this bold step, to go a new way, right?
What are some of the things that are very hard for men to discuss or share?
Sometimes I think right now with the kind of men we are getting in most of the time is their sexuality. You get it?
Okay.
Some people, there are women that are getting married to secret gay people. So that's like one of the big top thing like happening right now in the world. And then the other thing is just like the emotion, the love aspect. Broken hearts. You wouldn't see your fellow man talking about it that much. He would just ignore from anything that concerns love.
Right.
You get it? So that's what I think. I know, and then
Okay. Do you agree?
I highly agree with you. Also because the example you gave is also a good case in which you would show something which might not be the main opinion of the majority in the society, right? So especially if we talk about
because some people have they are really well talented, but it's just that they have that the whole about the sexuality parts brings them down because they can't be themselves. You get it? So they are just hiding their shells closed door. Even if they want to dance, some people can really dance. Some people
they've become so timid.
You get it? They become because they feel once they are out there, the whole society is going to put their eyes on them. But maybe it's when you come out, you get your loved ones, you get it. You feel at ease.
Definitely.
So I feel that is something that is supposed to be addressed, because there are more talented people. Like as you've been seeing, I don't want to. You are mostly active on TikTok.
Right.
Like
a lot.
Everybody sees,
I
so
get it.
If we get like a whole lot of them, come on,
right?
The world will be fun.
Get a better place.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate more on his point, if you agree?
Yes, I agree with you. I would say like being yourself.
Yeah, it's very important.
It's very important, and it can also be very scary at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Because we all have these different role models in society. We try to keep our head down as much as possible. Sometimes we are even threatened by the society, right? However, we are born this way, and it is very important to try to be as much as possible yourself. And I think it starts also when you try to accept yourself. I mean, speaking about emotions starts with accepting the own emotions, right?
Yeah.
Like it could be a very helpful first step to look in the mirror and say like, okay, hey, I'm sad.
Yeah.
Okay, what can I do?
I'm heartbroken.
Yeah. I'm heartbroken.
Yeah.
Right.
Most men be like, Charlie, I'm a hard guy. We move. But it's a lie. It's eating you up.
You meet a man who is very childish in the house, but then very hard in the outside. You get it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And how should another person help you if you cannot even realize what is going on with you, right?
You can never get a help because I feel like everybody's focusing on their problems.
Yes,
you get
exactly.
it. So if you're able to talk about it, fine. But if you're not able to talk about it,
we mistake being a hard guy or you not talking about most of your feeling as being matured.
Right.
But I don't think that's the case. They say a matured man, when you are matured, you don't you just ignore this stuff. No, I don't think most of the things have to be ignored.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you are not matured when you talk about your feelings. Talk about it, because when you bottle it up, maybe you may not experience it now, but years to come, it would implicate more problems. If you're not able to, let's say maybe you are in a relationship, you find yourself in a relationship now, and then you are going through certain things that you are not comfortable with, and you are not able to talk about them and then change things, then you are still in the relationship and you end up getting married to that person. It's going to cause a lot of problems for you.
That's why.
But then when you talk about them and maybe the person wants to walk out because of what you've said, fine. If the person wants to stay, then you guys work on it, become better people. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say though. Yeah, but you bottle it up and then you keep it all to yourself. You are hiding things from each other, all in the name of being a man. And then I don't think it makes things better, actually. It just complicates things.
There's a man who has been like heartbroken the past years, and then he's trying to be a man. And then maybe the woman too is trying to find out what is happening. And then when she gets there, and then the man starts to show like his bad side, and then it gets all worse. So I agree with you.
Yeah.
Another way to handle this whole thing is being each other's keeper.
Yeah.
Right. And so we've accepted the fact that men hardly speak up. Now, as a fellow man, how do you identify things your brother is going through or your friend? Are there like specific signs we should look out for, pay attention to, so that at least if they're not able to start a conversation, we start it in the first place, right? And then have the conversation with them.
Most guys, they normally hang around with their friends and all that. But the moment they start going through all that, they feel like isolating themselves. They don't want to be around people. They don't want people finding out what is going on, because maybe they have fears that their peers will mock them or laugh at them. It actually happened to me when I was going through my heartbreaks. My roommates like this, they were laughing at me. Jimmy, all that time you were all up in this relationship thing. Look at you now. It doesn't change anything. It happened. Yeah. So I'd still express how I feel. So I think like men should just forget about being laughed at, because that doesn't change who you are. If you laugh at me, it doesn't change who the person I am. So, and just express themselves. Yeah, and just express themselves.
Bottled up emotion is the abuse of alcohol or other substances.
Yeah.
Like if a person is drinking every weekend or maybe even during the week, I think it's very good moment to ask, okay,
Right.
hey, what's wrong with
What's
me?
wrong?
Like, what's wrong? Or a person who's always angry, for
I
example.
strongly
We talked
agree with
about
you.
anger, right? It could be also a good moment to say, to step down and say, like, okay, are you okay? Actually, just asking, like, what is wrong?
Drugs to,
Yeah.
and then some people think and then try and they link to getting mentally unstable. You get it? So they feel the best way to keep them on point is drugs. You get it? Maybe taking some weed or pills or something that will make him firm or something. And then when you saying a man to start opening up and then see a man like me like this, I think when you are like you feel like you're opened up to people you feel you don't get the respect you want. You get it?
Exactly.
Because people would think, what are you talking about? You're a man, you get it? So we are being feared because of respect, but we don't understand the meaning of respect. You get it?
Yeah.
We are phrasing respect for something else that isn't it. You get it?
Yeah.
So, like I'm saying, if a man should come out and say I'm this, or this is what's going through, and so he back in his behind his ears, like, God, you lost your respect. You get it?
Yeah.
I feel you.
That's true.
And we are definitely coming to a conclusion that it is very okay for men to express how they feel,
Definitely.
especially when it comes to their emotions. It will just make us better than we already are, right? And I mean, I feel like whether or not you talk about it, it doesn't reduce your superiority as a man. Do you understand? So it's very, very important. So what will be your last words?
So just be yourself.
Okay.
You get it? And then if talking about your problem will push people away, that's where you're going to know your loved ones. So just be yourself and then carry yourself like how you want to. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
As I said, stepping out of the shell, it's the bravest thing you can do. And talking about emotions will help you that other people can understand you, and that you also try to or start to accept yourself.
Yeah. And then I feel like most men, when they are going through stuff, they try to escape reality. And I don't think that should be the case, because we are living and you should live. And one way you can live is to express yourself. So I feel like most men should learn how to express themselves and avoid the whole escaping reality thing, drinking when they are going through something, taking in drugs, video games all the time. Do something productive. Talk to people. Get into a therapy session.
Therapy,
Find a way around your issue. Help yourself out. And I think it goes a long way to help your mental health, because if you are always bottling things up inside, you have a troublesome mindset, because you won't have a stable mindset, and it makes you become unproductive. But when you are able to talk about this stuff and let go of all that, then you can have more space in your mind to focus on other things as well. So I think if men want to be more productive in society as well, then they should learn to let go of things. And the only way you can let go of things is to talk about them.
Right.
Yeah.
Hopefully we have consumed enough to sort of convince our fellow men to also speak up when the need be. It's very, 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 very important. I do that a lot. Whether relationship, friendship, look, if you're doing something wrong, I will point it out to you. I don't care how you feel. You were doing it. It is wrong. My friends know. Like, I'm very real when it comes to these things, right? Just let them know. My bosses, whether or not, like, the moment what you're doing affects me, I am going to speak up. I won't let it eat into me. Do you get? So, and then let's learn to share. And I feel like then again, you can't share everything. It's very understandable, right? But the very basic ones that can easily, get you out of whatever you're going through, please don't hesitate to share. I want to say a very big thank you to my guests who helped us, talk about this topic, breaking the silence, why it's very difficult or hard for men to show or talk about their emotions. Jimmy, Tommy, and then Kinsley. You can look them up on their social media platforms. Jimmy's a musician, so you better, look him up, on other socials. You give us a freestyle, we close with it. And yes, this has been the Weekend Podcast. It's been exciting having you on. As usual, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section. Please, the men, come and share your opinions as well, Charlie. Let's form the community. This is how it starts. We'll get there. Don't worry, we'll get there. I mean, more men die than women, right? Yeah. So, I mean, these are one of the things that causes the death of men. Yeah. So please, let's speak up more. The women speak up, so we must speak up as well. My name is Kobe Brown. I've been your host. Jimmy, take us away.
It's called Addicted.
Okay.
So, just 'cause I said that I don't want you doesn't mean I really don't care. Please don't be scared that I will hurt you. Just call my name and I'll be there. I know fit to let you go, even if you want me to. Baby, you should let me know. Say you get that space for two. Don't let me go, 'cause I don't wanna leave you for another person. I no go let you go. Even if you let me down, I'll stand by you all night. Yeah, I no go let you go, 'cause I'm addicted to you, even though you don't want me, baby. Yeah. 'Cause I'm addicted to you. 'Cause I'm addicted to you. Yeah.
Beautiful.
'Cause I'm addicted to you.
That's amazing.
'Cause I'm addicted to you.
Nice. I know, right? How did a girl leave you after this?